The party
Guy
was lame to me.
Fieri.
Fieri.
This is the fun.
Yeah.
So they're trying to track him down. Mora's at the party.
I just want to say, you are never allowed to pick the freaking theme for anything again. Okay. Albuquerque, fire truck. We're just yelling out words now? What's going on here? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BS Drunk Movie Reviews. This is a weekly podcast, and we do upload the video version of this to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out there. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm being joined by my sister and co-host, Vetta.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. And on this episode, you guys, we're bringing back the double feature for an episode, and we're going to be reviewing the 1987 movie The Running Man, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the 2025 The Running Man, starring Jason Powell.
Glen Powell.
Glen Powell. There we go. I was close. Glenn, whatever.
Yeah, John and Glenn, They sound so much alike.
They do. I get them confused all the time. Okay, but before we get started on any of this shenanigans, we're going to ask the most important question of the night, and that is, what are you drinking? And Vetta, real quick, before we ask that question, I just want to say, you look fantastic. Your outfit, you went all out for this one. I wish I would have known that you were going to go all out for this one. Your chair is glowing. I would have gotten fucking LED lights, you asshole. You should have told me. I would have gotten prepared. I can't
I'm sorry. I was just so excited for these movies. Like, wait till you see the drinks. Like, I'm gonna be totally lit after this.
Exactly. I want to know about them right now. Tell me what you got to drink.
So first, I have the Running Man, which is a Bloody Mary with sake instead of vodka. Super tasty. You were supposed to put this boost in it, like immunity boost thing, and I was like, who needs that?
Who needs that? Real quick, I almost made that, but I was like, I don't have time to go get sake and shit, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just make whatever.
Well, it also has sriracha in it as well.
I love sriracha.
I do too, so much. Okay, so then I have a shot for each one of the Stalkers to do, because I love the Stalkers from the 87 version. So first, Sub-Zero. And I'll do these when we talk about them. And I will post these on Twitter, because then I have the Dynamo.
That's awesome.
The Buzzsaw.
The Buzzsaw, nice.
And then Fireball.
That's so awesome. I wish I would have known you were going to do all that.
My favorite, because of how it looks.
Shut up.
Captain Freedom. Look at that. I even poured it correctly, so it looks beautiful.
That's awesome.
So
it does look beautiful.
Everybody covered from the 87. I don't have anyone from that shitty 2025 version.
We'll talk about that. I do want to talk. Yeah, we will.
But I grew up with the 87, so I feel like I was never going to like the 2025. But anyways, we'll get into that. What are you drinking?
There would have been a shot if they had done it different. Okay, well, yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay, so I didn't go all out like you did. I am drinking a Monster, because in the 2025 one, he drinks a Monster, the one guy. But in mine, I emptied half of it and I put the rest with vodka. So
nice.
Yeah, so
everything's better with vodka.
Yeah, it's like a vodka Red Bull, but it's a Monster and it's a vodka Monster.
Right, which I'm sure when Glenn was shooting this, he was like, I need vodka when he was
right on. Yeah, that was my nickname in college, a vodka monster. Okay, so all right, so The Running Man. In a near future America where television has become the ultimate blood sport, The Running Man reigns as the planet's top-rated show. Convicts are dropped into a deadly arena and hunted by professional assassins on live TV, with survival earning them freedom. Now, in the 1987 classic, wrongfully convicted cop Ben Richards is forced into the game and must outfight a squad of celebrity killers. The bold new reimagining flips the script. This Ben Richards is a desperate father who's voluntarily signed the contract to save his sick daughter. He must survive 30 days on the run from the deadliest hunters alive, only to become an overnight superstar whose defiance threatens to topple the entire corrupt system. 2 films, 1 lethal game. two very different fights for life. Okay,
Can
Vetta.
I just say that Monster vodka mix gives you like this like different type of energy. Like you've got the drunk slur your words, but you're like all hyped up. You're like Beavis.
It is a little different. So Vetta, let me pull up. So we are going to do this a little differently than just watching going through the whole movie.
We're going to kind of revert back to previous seasons when we've done double features. Yeah.
When we've done double features. Yeah. We're going to talk about these movies and everything, but we're going to talk about them separately, but also together, and we'll pull up visuals and go forth and everything. But we're going to talk about this. So Vetta, so real quick, we're going to start with the Running Man. The 1987 one, real quick, and we'll
but you have that picture of the two of them up, and I just go, just the image of the 87 version just tells you how big of like a televised event this was. He's got a costume that he wears the whole time, where Glen Powell has to blend in. He's got to hide in plain sight, pretty much.
Yeah. In the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're like you said, it's kind of like an American Gladiator kind of look and everything. You can tell it's a game show with 100%.
We just say the government handing over the correctional system to entertainers is fucking hysterical. Like,
it's so entertaining.
And these aren't the only movies, but why in futuristic movies is everything in the criminal system televised? Because there are other movies where like execution tonight at 9, and things like that. And I'm like, man, we become a very super violent society apparently in the future if you listen to movies.
Right on. Right. Okay, so now first we're going to talk about John as in the first scene, okay? And he is in a helicopter, okay?
There are very different reasons on why they're doing the Running Man. Like, he's convicted of a crime that he doesn't commit, but nobody knows that in the movie because the government has altered the video.
Right. And so he's in a chopper, and they're all like, there's 1,500 people in this crowd, and they're all like, execute them. He's like, I'm not going to fire on the children. They just want their food. And I'm all like, why are you talking like you've got a cue card in front of you and you're just like reading off of it? I'm surprised we don't see his eyes going back and forth. He probably is. And don't get me wrong, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Jesus
love him so much as an actor.
Sometimes you're just like, Arnold, this is like your first movie, or at least it makes it sound like this is your first movie.
Well, in all the other ones, he's running and gunning. He's got like true dialogue. So
right on. So I did love this scene because he's fighting on a helicopter, Vetta, and I'm all like,
while he's flying it.
Yeah, and then I love how he gets pulled out of the cockpit or whatever, and the plane, the helicopter isn't immediately going down. Like, I'm all like, what's happening here? And they're like fighting, and I love how he saves himself by just hooking his toes onto that little bench. I'm all like, you should have died here, Arnold. Like, Ben, you should have been falling at this.
But he's Arnold, and
true.
This is his gig.
And his toes are very strong. His toes are very strong.
His entire body, like his pinky, probably has more strength than I will ever have.
So. Yeah, so but it was a pretty great first scene. Okay, so then we're talking. Okay, so the Running Man. So the Running Man in this future is a television show, and it's a
full-on game show.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, exactly. And I love how the
ultimate prize is their freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And there's only been 3 winners. So when I put that
Price,
in quotes, winners.
Hobbs. What's the last one's
Malkovich.
name?
I don't know.
It is not. Cadet.
You've got a better memory than me because I don't remember. Okay, so I love how Arnold's been, our Ben has been put in this prison. I brought up this image because this is the jankiest fucking fence I've ever seen. Like, I'm all like, man, they spent money on these. And I'm all like
they just went into a trailer park and stole all their satellite dishes.
That is hilarious. That's so funny. So funny. I brought this picture up because when I first saw them, I was like, I forgot about these, but these make me laugh. They're so stupid. I also
And
wanted
this
to
is another one of those scenes where this comes up in a ton of other movies. The collars. We see those in other movies where
Oh,
there are
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, the
collars,
collars.
and if you try to take them off, it blows up your head.
Yeah. Well, which I want to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so I brought up this image of Arnold because I did want to. I wrote this in my notes how I love Arnold looks good with a beard, dude. I'm all like, man, you look good, pretty good with the beard,
I'm
Arnold.
not a
You
facial
should.
hair gal, but he looks pretty darn
Boo.
swell.
He does. He does. He looks great. I was like, you like later on he shaves it. I was like, oh, you should have kept it. You look good with a beard.
Which
And I
he
was like,
shouldn't have shaved it because they're flashing pictures of him all over the news and everything, and he's clean shaven because it's his police. He should have stayed with the beard, like a
yeah,
little
yeah.
little
I agree.
incognito.
I agree,
Ooh, that's a
sister.
big word.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So then we get the prison break, Vetta. Okay. So first off, I love how the geeky guy, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But if you remember, say it out, sister.
I think I
But
remember the other guy's name. What was
it
their
starts with
name?
a W, the geeky guy. I just don't remember. But it's okay. It's okay.
Watts.
Watts.
Weiss.
Yeah, Weiss. Yeah, yep. Yep. Whatever you
Sure.
say, I'm gonna say yes to because I don't remember and I don't care. So he's just staring down at this guy typing into the computer the number, and it
Because
was like six.
apparently in the future, laptops were the size of briefcases.
Right on, yeah. And I love how the guys all like just nonchalantly just 657-9x or whatever it was, or 653-7-9x. I don't remember.
Anyways, yeah.
So I was like, way to be incognito, fucker. And so, or hide your PIN number, you asshole. So I love this prison break because you can see the gate is flashing because they get guns and everything and they're trying to get it, but they need to bring down this fence, right? And I love how Jico, he's just gung. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and he's just running for it. And I'm all like, Jico, you're gonna die, dude. You need to calm the fuck down.
It's not a solid red. It was blinking back and forth. Like,
yeah,
dude.
exactly. Yeah, he's like one of those bad drivers. Is like he just thinks he sees green, like the green arrow in the turn lane turns green, and he just goes, and it's like, fucker, you're not in the turn lane right now. You're what are you doing right now?
That drunk guy at 2:00 in the morning that's like blinking, and he's like, it's a blinking red. I can go, and it's his eyes blinking.
Exactly. So Jico's head just and I love how everybody's like, Jico, stop, and he just can't hear. He's all like, fuck it, I'm fucking out of here and everything. I'm like, Jico, you're an idiot. Look at you. So he dies. He gets his head exploded.
Yep.
And I'm like, and I just, as soon as he died, I was like, oh, his head fell off. His head
did not fall off. Incinerated. It went.
That's the story I already told. What happened to Jico? Oh, his head fell off for sure. Yeah. Okay. So now while this goes on, right, I love that how everybody is waiting outside the studio for our main man here. And I just wanted to, so Damon Killian. I just want to say right now, I have never wanted to or ever done it, stood outside a studio to meet a fucking host of a game show. I'll tell you that right now.
The closest I think anyone's ever come to, maybe, and I'm being very optimistic, is maybe the people on The Price is Right that have to stand outside The Price is Right to get on The Price is Right to see, I don't even know who the host is these days.
Bob Barker, wasn't it Bob Barker?
Bob Barker was at this time, but now there's a new guy. What's his name? Drew Carey.
Yeah. Who got very thin, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was before Ozempic. He had the lap band thing done, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
But anyways,
I don't know I can't tell if he looks better. Okay, that's besides.
But they were not waiting just for Damien. They were also waiting for the Stalkers, because the Stalkers are huge, crazy celebrities. Because remember, Buzzall shows up and he headbutts that one guy and like breaks his nose and it's all bleeding, and the guy's still happy. He's like, oh my god, Buzzall touched me.
Yeah. I'm all like Buzzall assaulted you. That's what that was. That was like, we talk about that. What was that? Reach out and touch somebody. He touched you hard. He touched you so hard, like you hit the ground, dude. What are you talking about? I'm like, I've never been that delusional over celebrity. Jesus Christ. No. Okay, so he's all like, and Killian tries to come off as a nice guy, but he's a total fucking dick.
Oh, he's a dick.
He's a total dick. So
and he sees the news of the prison break.
Right.
And he just is like, I want him.
Oh,
I
he gets a
want Ben
fat
Richards.
boner. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And his producer's like, you can't have him. And
Yeah, he's like,
like,
you can't.
I want him. Get
Yeah,
me. Who does he say? The attorney general on
yeah.
the phone. And he
Exactly.
talks to the attorney general, and they're like, if you can catch him, you can have him.
Yeah. Which he's like, I swear to God, if you guys don't fucking catch him, I'm going to kill all of you, you motherfuckers. Right? This is my Viagra. Okay. He's like, because he needs the ratings. I was like, that's so funny. Like, he gives a shit about ratings. I'm all like,
well, because all of the game shows, like when the chick that Ben Richards like kidnaps to try to get out of the country, when she turns her TV on, she's watching some game where some guy's trying to climb a rope and there's money on the rope, but the thing is there are vicious Doberman pinchers trying to get him.
Was that this one? Was that this movie?
Yeah.
Or was that the last movie? Okay.
Nope. That's this one.
Because it's called Climbing for Dollars.
Yes. And
yeah, which
I'm
I
like,
do.
Dude, we are a very violent society in the future. You think it's bad now? Just wait.
yeah, it's so good. I do bring that. We will talk about the game shows later. Okay, so then let's, if we could just fast track. So Ben Richards does eventually get arrested, but he gets on the game show, because I would like to fast track to the game show if you don't mind. But I do want to talk about Killian just for a little bit more. And I do have to admit, as a game show host, he's actually not that bad. I was intrigued the whole time with Killian. I was like,
he's definitely lovable as a game show host. He's just shitty as a person.
Yeah, a person. Which I'm not gonna lie. If Bob Barker was like this behind the scenes, I think I would love Bob Barker even more, because I'm like, Bob was a cunt, but goddamn, did I love that cunt.
He beat the shit out of Adam Sandler.
Yeah. So. But I was like, the whole time, I was just like Killian. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a host, I was like, Killian's very charming. Like, God,
he's way better than the 2000.
Oh, I want to talk about that. Yeah, for sure. We're going to talk about that. But he's so. I was like, he's charming. Like, I mean, like, I was like, I actually like him as a host. Like, he was super 100%. Fun.
He's doing his job and he's good at it.
Can I just say, though, because you had mentioned when she goes into her apartment, and I love how she walks into her apartment. What is her name? The Maria. Is that her name? Amber.
Yes.
Amber. Yeah.
Because that was totally an 80s name for
sure. And I love how she walks in and she's like, apartment, make me coffee, turn on channel 5, turn on the lights. I was like, they got Surrey right. Or what's it called?
Google Home or Alexa or whatever.
Alexa, there we go. I'm like, they got it right in the I just want to say real quick, the opening scrawl. It goes, in 2017, there's no food and all that bullshit. And I was like, 2017, you guys are late. I live in circa 2026. It doesn't look this bad. And there's no Running Man. What's going on here? Okay. So I also, so we talked about that, but I also want to talk about a couple other things. And you had mentioned some stuff. So we need to talk about my main girl. What's her name? Gladys. We need to talk about Gladys.
So with the Running Man, they go to the studio audience and they get to pick which stalker stalks the Running Man as the game goes on. And then the longer your stalker is in the game or whatever, or does damage, you get prizes. But Gladys, she throws Damien for a loop because she says Ben Richards. And Damien's like, no, you need to pick a stalker. And she says,
I take it back. Her name isn't Gladys. It's Miss. Oh, maybe her name is Gladys, but it's Miss.
I don't really care. I love her as a Gladys, so she's Gladys forever.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And she's like the biggest fan. So when he picks her and she says Ben Richards and he tells her she can't do that, she says my favorite line, and she says, no, Ben Richards, he's one bad motherfucker. And I'm like, yes, Gladys.
Yeah. Okay, I take it back. It's Agnes. We were close. It's
Agnes is good too, though.
Yeah, Agnes is good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed Agnes also, because I was all like, she's got a potty mouth, but I still love her. She's great. I would totally take her as a grandma. She's pretty great. And she's pretty great throughout this opening sequence. He's like, you're my favorite. I was like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
And he's like, give me a kiss right here, Agnes.
Agnes. Yeah, look at those earrings. Those earrings are fabulous. Okay, right. So yeah, I love everything about Agnes. She's great. I'm going to call her Gladys from now on because we call her Gladys. Okay, now
the dancers.
The dancers.
Yes.
Now I want to talk real quick about the dancers because I loved the dancers. Okay, so as soon as I'm gonna bring up a different a thing here. So when the dancers come out, right, they're fantastic from the get-go. I loved this movie took the whole time to do a dance sequence. The host came out. They were doing a thing around Killian and everything. We're dancing around him. When the running man comes out, they're fucking touching him. They're fucking putting their pussies in his face and everything.
Right.
And I'm just like,
then as it goes on and the stalkers come out, they're dressed according to what stalkers being told, and they've got dances and things like that. These girls they make the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders look lazy.
Yeah, they look like, because these ladies are doing it. They are putting it right. Now, I want to just real quick.
And they look good.
They look so good.
Fonda workout.
Yes, they have. They did their floor work They were on point on the floor work. Yeah, they were. Which I just want to say, I watched this and my kids watched it with me, and my daughter, as soon as she saw the dance, she's like, those are inappropriate outfits for television. I was like, they are. You are correct, my love.
You're like, but they're adults. I can't stop them from wearing
it. Yeah. I'm all like, I like titties in my face, and I can see camel toe, so I'm fine with it. Okay, so I wanted to real quick compare these dancers. Oh, not that one. To the 2025 dancers, because they didn't do any time with the 2025 movie with the dancers, and the dancers for the 2025 one, I didn't feel like were as entertaining or as, they
were lazy.
They were lazy. That's a great word to use for them, because it was just like with these ones, like they took time. It was like they even did a dance for when the stalkers died. Yeah. They did a whole memorial dance. They dressed all in black. I was like,
and you know that these girls that are the parts of the dancers, these actual dancers, spent more time learning these parts than the actors did learning their lines.
Right. That's that you get to the chopper or whatever he said. I'm in the chopper shooting people. And yeah, I agree. Now, one dancer that I was obsessed with was Cindy Lou Who. I was like, Cindy Lou Who, your hairstyle is before its time. I just want you to know that.
She's a front and center dancer the whole time. Yes. So she must have been like dancer number one.
Yeah, because I was as soon as I saw her, I'm like, I am obsessed with Cindy Lou Who here. Like, she knew what to do with her hair before the Grinch did. I'll tell you that right now. I was like, good for you, Cindy Lou Who. And she got to ring the gong. Look at that.
Right.
All right, Vetta. So we are going to talk about something that I think we are going to talk about. Oh, no. We're going to talk about one more thing I want to talk to you about. Okay. And that is this. Hold on. It is his appointed theatrical agent.
Yes.
Which
is the equivalent of court-appointed attorney these days.
Yeah. So I love how he's like, here's your contract, sign it or whatever. I don't know what he signed for.
And then he says, use my back.
Use my back, which I was like, oh, you done fucked up, stupid.
You fucked up.
You done fucked up real quick. Because a few moments later, he stabs the pen right in his fucking back. And I was like, he just said, look at his face.
And then the guy's like trying to.
Nobody helped him. That's another thing. I was all like, is no one going to help him get this pen out of his back?
And he just turns around like a dog chasing his
yeah. And he's like, and I'm all like, somebody didn't do their yoga. Like, see, I just love how nobody helped him, and he's just running. He's just running like he doesn't even ask anybody to help him. I'd be like, can somebody help me get this fucking ink pen out of my fucking goddamn back? It's ballpoint.
And can we just say how much strength Arnold had to put behind
Oh my
that?
God, it was that. It was one of those good expensive
and
pens.
Nobody does anything to Arnold. They just grab him by the arm and like, all right, we're going out on the stage this way. Stage left.
Right, yeah.
I feel like somebody whispered to him, don't worry, he's going to get it. He'll get it, here
He's
soon.
He's going to get his comeuppance, I'll tell you.
Don't worry, buddy. Go that way. Worry. Someone will help you out eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now I want to talk about my favorite part, and it's your favorite part too, I know it is, of this movie. Are you ready, Vetta?
I'm ready.
And that is the Stalkers. Vetta, every time they mentioned the Stalkers and they were going to bring up a new one, I couldn't have gotten more happier. I'll tell you that
And
right
to
now.
me, this is where the 2025 failed drastically. They don't have Stalkers.
I agree.
They have assassins. And we'll talk about that
hunters,
when we get to the 2020. Yeah, the hunters. Okay, well, this is not K-pop demon hunters here, people.
Yeah, exactly.
There are no Stalkers. That is like a mega failure on the 2025 version.
Absolutely, yeah. We will talk about it.
All right.
When we get there, but so
the first audience member picks Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, which we're going to talk about them in order and everything, but she picks, no, god damn it. I thought, okay, so
there he is. Oh, so he's there's like a sumo wrestle hockey player with a stainless steel goalie stick, but it's serrated as well, which you have to love. The little details that the 1987 version did.
Absolutely. Oh, I couldn't agree more, but I'm obsessed with his codpiece right now. Like, I'm all like, is it good? Is the Sub-Zero good?
Sub-Zero's a little strong there.
Yeah, he is. He's got a little something for you. Right. But I was all like, man, his codpiece is very impressive. Very impressive, everybody.
The point of the arenas that these Stalkers have that are for them are phenomenal, which again is why we needed them in the 2025 version, because Sub-Zero's part of the arena is a fucking hockey rink. It's literally ice. It's got goals. It's got barbed wire to keep you on the ice. It is spectacular. And it's got like laundry chutes to shoot the players in to the hockey rink.
Yeah, that was great too. Can I just say, when he takes the Weiss guy or whatever his name is, and he barrels him to his goal, and then he throws him in,
closes around him.
It does a pincer on him. I was like, now this, I'm not gonna lie, Vetta, if this was a game show today, I would be entertained. I don't know about you. I'd be so entertained. Like, I was like, these people know how to do a game show, people. Like,
and Weiss grabbed onto the hockey stick and got injured because it was the serrated. It wasn't a new thing where it'd be like, oh, he somehow magically grabbed onto the stick to save himself. No, he gets actually injured and is in the little hockey thing. But don't worry, Ben Richards saves him and takes out Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah. Ben has to save all these people because apparently they can't do anything by themselves.
No, he doesn't kill Dynamo. At least not in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
Or when he faces him out in the arena.
Right on. That is true. Okay, so yeah, no, I just love Sub-Zero. I love this whole first sequence, and then I did when he brings out the barbed wire and he like wraps it around Sub-Zero's neck and then he chokes him out. I was all like, okay, and then but his blood was like, I was like, that's a lot of blood. I'm not believing this part of it a little bit. I'm like,
if he hits the jugular, maybe. I don't know how
that's a good point.
Anatomy truly works or how far deep the jugular is, but I mean, it's barbed wire. And let's be honest, we've all seen movies where the barbed wire wraps around someone's head and pops it off like he's the Pez dispenser.
If they had done that, Vetta, I would have been like, this movie is. I don't understand how this didn't win an Oscar. I just want to say that right now. I'm just saying.
The costumes alone,
dude. I want to talk about that, but let's move on to the next. Are you cool if we move on to the next Stalker?
Yeah, keep going. Okay. Next, who do you have next? Because technically, Buzzsaw and Dynamo get called next, and they go into the arena at the same time.
I went into the order that they were announced. So Buzzsaw was announced first.
All right,
so
here's Buzzsaw.
Oh yeah, let's do it, dude. I wonder how good. Yeah, tell me how good it is. What's the flavor of that?
Hold on, I can tell you exactly what's in Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw, it's not too bad.
Nice. It looks. What was Sub-Zero? What was the flavor of that?
Oh, Sub-Zero was vodka, blue curacao liqueur, lime juice. So it was yummy. It just I poured a little more vodka than anything in it, and Buzzsaw is cherry vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice.
Oh, okay. And it
So
was good
pretty
though.
yummy. It's just that fizziness from the ginger beer caught me off guard.
Right on. Well, that's usually what the ginger beer does. All gingers do that to you. They catch you off guard. Okay, so buzzsaw. Now, Vetta, at the end, when we get done talking about the Stalkers, I want to ask you which one was your favorite. Don't tell me. But Buzzsaw, I kind of fell in love with Buzzsaw from the get-go. When he lifted that motorcycle, like it was a big fucking deal, I was all like, I think Buzzsaw is a superstar here. And then he's got the bright fucking blue eyes and everything. And I just
his
wanted to be
platinum blonde buzz cut.
Yeah. And he's like, Bonesaw's ready. And I was like, Bonesaw.
He named his chainsaw, which is quite funny.
And I just really like Bonesaw. And just how he was all like I'm like, they take the most like mundane things and they're just all like, I'm just gonna make this my whole identity. And so it's like,
right?
I have a chainsaw, but chainsaw doesn't sound as cool as buzzsaw and everything.
I mean, honestly, they did exactly what the Gladiators did back in the 80s with that TV show.
True. That is
they
true.
owned their persona. Period.
That is true. That is true.
Phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. So good. I did love it. So Bonesaw, he comes out, and he's chopping everything with his chainsaw and everything.
Because it can go through stainless steel, anything.
Yeah, go through anything. And when I just want to say though, he died the worst way, in my opinion, because he like, first off, he thought he was stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I'm all like, listen here, Buzzsaw. You look tough. But you also look like one of those fat guys that thinks he's muscly, and really you're not.
And I go, he's a muscly guy that's probably a little too much on the roids and the coke, so he's not gonna beat Arnold.
He's definitely on something, because I don't think he was a man of many words, but he was definitely a man of a lot of
his favorite,
and stuff.
That's his love language right there.
Yeah. So he gets a chainsaw to the groin. And I was like, ooh, a buzzsaw.
And it goes so far up the groin, it cuts his little belt, his giant buzzsaw belt. It goes right.
Yeah,
I mean, Arnold does a number on him.
Yeah, he does a number. Yeah.
He splits him like a wishbone.
Right. Now we're gonna
All right. Now we're to the light bright.
He had to split. I love all the puns too. The puns are pretty great. He had to split and everything.
Yeah.
But not that one.
No, it's Dynamo first.
I know. I put these. I thought I put these in order, but I obviously didn't. Okay, so tell me how that one. How's that one?
Ew. Okay, so there was
ew.
So that one, I couldn't find like a full-on dynamo. So I found this like dynamo immunity boost shot, and I added vodka to it. Turmeric and ginger root, not so great when it comes to vodka adding.
Yeah, I could have told you that. But if it makes you feel better, Dynamo is my least favorite stalker. So
you don't like the light bright who sings opera?
He is a light bright. First off, sings opera. That wasn't opera. That was just noise. He's like, holla, and everything. I did love his little lightning power. So he's like, clap if you love. And then he lights up Dynamo. And I was like, I would not be clapping. I was like, this fatty is not a gladiator. He's just a fat dude with a taser on his arm and a light bright for armor. Mm-hmm.
And he goes for the weakest person in this group of 4, and that's Amber.
Yeah, twice.
No, he goes after Amber.
Yeah, twice. He goes after her twice.
Oh yeah, because you're right. Because at the end,
when he tries,
Dynamo's the only one that Ben Richards, Arnold, doesn't kill. Amber.
Amber kills him. Yeah, because when he first gets defeated, he's in his little car, which I just want to say I loved his car. That was my favorite part.
The little dune buggy.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, I think I want one. And then it flips. First off, he followed Arnold. I love how he's like, follow me, light bulb. And I was like, Arnold, I love your puns, dude. I love them. I was like, he's like, chill out, Dynamo, or a free zone and everything. So I love how he's like, follow me, light bulb, into this ravine where he flips over, and I'm like, yeah, Dynamo, you're a big dummy. You're a big idiot.
Well, because the whole arena is like the leftovers of some earthquake.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, some LA earthquake. I don't remember
Yeah.
when, but they're like
Yeah,
the
from Escape from LA.
1996
Yeah.
LA earthquake.
I wish we had gotten a bird's eye view of the arena, because I just imagine like, some football stadium, but like there's a city in it,
Yeah, because I
and
can't remember how many different quadrants there are, but there's a
yeah.
shit ton.
Yeah, you've got an ice rink, and then you've got a dune buggy riding.
Right.
That's so good. I wish they would have shown us, but it's fine. It's fine. So
And
Dynamo,
next, when
right?
we go to Fireball, we get into like an old gymnasium or
Yeah,
something, 'cause
yeah, with
there's
locker rooms and
lockers
yeah,
and
it's a whole
shower
thing.
rooms and
Yeah.
shit. So it's like an
So
old arena. I don't know.
yeah. So I love that. That Dynamo's car flips over and he's like, cut, go to commercial. Don't. He's like, oh, I'm caught and everything. I'm like, man, you sound like such a little bitch. And then later on, when he's wearing no pants and his tighty whities and he tries to manhandle,
I know he's wearing tighty whities, but it looks like a giant diaper.
He looks like a giant diaper. I was, well, when it happened, I go, Dynamo, where is your pants? I wrote that down on my notes. Where is your pants?
Apparently they're still in the car. Apparently.
And he gets electrocuted. So fuck you, Dynamo. Fuck you. You had a second chance and you blew it then too. Like you had a chance.
He was all like, "Oh, little lady."
Yeah, when she's like, yeah, dickless. He's like, I'll show you, dickless. And you're like, what? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing right now? Like, just get the fuck out of the building, okay? Rebels are taking over.
Right.
In their berets and shit. And okay, so
and they're like 12.
Yeah, they're like 20, exactly. Who are these kids? Okay. So now we'll go back to, sorry, I fucked up the order.
Fireball.
Okay, now Fireball.
And
now
he's wearing a jetpack.
A jetpack, which
do you remember like when movies had jetpacks in them and everybody was like, they're the future.
They're the future.
Still don't own a jetpack.
I'm still waiting for the jetpack. I'm all like, I want a fucking jetpack.
The closest thing we have to a jetpack is that thing you see on the water that
the water
up in the air.
Fuck that noise. I don't want to get into water that tastes the Fireball. Is it good?
I mean, it's Fireball.
I should have got some Fireball for this one. I didn't even think about that. That's how dumb I am. I just took the easy way out. Like, oh look, a monster. Put some vodka in it.
Which is what they said about the 2025 version. So
that's yeah, right.
Great drink for that.
So Fireball shows up. Now I loved how Fireball was like waiting in the locker room with Captain Liberty or Captain Freedom. Which is
where we find out Weiss and Haddad, whatever their names are, the three that supposedly won. They didn't win. Fireball cooked them like a 4th of July barbecue. They are toast.
Which my whole thing about that is like, why would you be like, you can win and you get to go and be on vacation but you don't win and they kill you. I'm like, I get why you wouldn't want, like in the 2025 one, I get why you don't want them to win, because then it makes the poor people rise up kind of thing. Like I can do it too. Mm-hmm. But with this one, I just go like, why did you this doesn't have the same effect. So what's the point? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm just like, all right, well, whatever.
I think it's one of those that they wanted, because even though Ben still had to volunteer even in the 1987 version, but remember, Damon blackmails him with Weiss and whatever the other guy's name is, Langdon or whatever. He blackmails him into being it because he still has to volunteer. So I think they do it to say, yes, you can win, but there's only ever been 3 winners, but it is possible. So sign up to do this.
Right on. Maybe you're right. So I did like Fireball. Like, I love how he just like his whole thing was like a flamethrower.
And he's got the hair. Like, I don't understand.
I love his hair.
The stripes, the Frankenstein hair. Like, what the hell does that have to do with being a fireball? I don't.
That I don't know, but I did love it. But one thing I didn't love, and also I was all like, but it makes sense, is his silver jumpsuit. Like, I'm like, I get it, because you know how they got that silver whatever paper or whatever the blankets.
I just assumed it was flame retardant.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like one of those flame retardant blankets, but it's a suit.
Yeah. Well, and my other thing that we don't talk about is like all of these stalkers are in a green room in the back. It's like a party room where they're all hanging out.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on a couch. And when they call him, he looks depressed. Like he's like, shit. Everyone else is dying. I'm up next.
Woo. Yeah, and he's like taking off his shirt, and I was like, "Look at you, bitch tits! Look at you!" Like, why are all these gladiators like not look like all roided out and stuff? Like, I'm like, come on here, let's do this. Okay, so let's get to our final and like fabulous stalker. And that is Captain
Jesse Ventura.
Oh my god,
Before
dude!
He became governor of my wonderful state.
Yeah,
sarcasm was intended.
And lost all his hair. He's got a skullet.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't his hair.
It looks better though than that.
All right, we're gonna see how this one tastes.
Yeah, do it.
Cherry vodka, like rum chata. It was supposed to be some creme de menthe, but I don't have creme de menthe, whatever.
I get you.
Then blue carousel on top. So I don't know what this one's gonna taste.
It looks delicious. Like. Just do it. It'll be delicious. It'll be delicious. Do it. I'm excited to see what it tastes like. Is it good?
Woo. Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks and rum chata.
That's actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, of course.
I would do that one again.
Freedom is delicious.
Freedom is delicious.
I loved Captain Freedom's workout video. I was like, they're getting their floor work in on that one for sure. You know,
100%. Those ladies he actually does show them like they have their legs out and they're doing that like bouncing up and down thing.
Those whores. So
and I loved his costume because he walks into the like producer's box and is like,
his robot costume,
right? He has on like his kid made it for him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, it looks like a box but with tinfoil on it, and I was like, that's how is that Captain Freedom-y? I was so confused on the whole thing. Like, I'm all like, you didn't give him like armor, you just gave him like metal. I'm like, what's going on here, Killian?
And he's like, everyone else is dying. Fuck you, I'm not going out there. So they fake his interaction with Ben Richards. They AI the shit out of it. Right and on. I love how the chick's like, it's amazing with what you can do with AI. And Killian goes, let's keep this handy for the awards shows. And I'm like, dude, it's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, no. I loved their fight with their fake fight with Captain Freedom. I thought that was pretty great because I love how he like the girl, they drop her in first into the little arena thingy and he just breaks her neck. His
arena is like a boxing ring.
Yeah. And I love how he just like throws her little ragdoll body up against the barbed wire and she just sticks, you know. I'm like, oh well, that's fine.
Yeah, and she snaps like a twig and is just and her death yell is like
and so and then I also liked when he's fighting Arnold, I love how Arnold does the and everything and then
and the faces, like both their faces are all contorted and stuff.
Yeah. I also real quick, I did love how he was all like, I'm back here in the locker room where everybody's waiting for this. It reminds me of good old days. And he's like, thank you, Captain Liberty. Anyway, so, and I was just like, oh, Captain Liberty, or Captain Freedom, he just like said, fuck you, I don't care. Like on live TV. So good.
He did I was like, because they were entering into the next part of the arena.
Killian was just all like, Killian's brutal, you know, but he's fun. Okay, so one thing I did bring up a picture of and I wanted to talk to you about is the crowd, yo. Okay, so hold on. Sorry, I messed up. The crowd in this 1987 one is fucking vicious, okay? This guy in the picture in the far right, down far right, with this blonde woman.
Where his face is all like, kill him!
Yeah, when Sub-Zero is fighting and he's got Wenshaw in he throws him into the goalie or whatever, the pincer and everything, he's like, kill that son of a bitch. And I'm like, you guys need to calm the fuck down. You guys are fucking bloodthirsty bastards, like all of you.
But the audience is that way through the whole show.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they do. Even the old ladies, they do not let up. And I'm like, you guys, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Like the future hurt you guys, like hardcore. And I was like, man, what's going on here? You know? Right. But they were still fun. This whole crowd was still fun. Was there anything else you want to talk about the 1987 version before we move on to the 2025 version real quick?
I absolutely love the ending because Arnold does say at the beginning when he's in the little sled before they shoot him into the arena from the beginning of the game show, he does say to Killian, "I'll be back." And Killian whispers to him only in reruns. He does come back.
He does come back.
And Killian looks for his bodyguard, and because he calls his bodyguard some dumb steroid jock or something, his bodyguard just turns around and leaves. And Ben Richards doesn't technically kill Damon because we never really see him die. We just see him get put into one of those cars, shot, and he goes through a billboard.
He puts him in that thing so like and so fast and everything. Like he goes so like he's like and everything and he's going so like I fucking hate that little tunnel thing. I would have been vomiting the whole time.
It is like a water slide of death.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so let's skip over to the 2025, The Running Man. So that I just want to say real quick, I did not really care for this movie as much as the first movie. Like
this should have never been called The Running Man.
Well, I got the kind of, apparently this is more like the book than the 1987 one, but the problem with this movie is it's not as entertaining. The first movie is it's campy, but not to the point of ridiculousness. It's so much fun, and like you get that there are high stakes, but it's still a fun movie. This movie,
and you can even watch the 1987 one now, and you're like, oh, visually 1987's movie. It's got the grainy film and all of that.
Well, Trisha,
but it still engages you. Like
absolutely. Yeah, my wife, she it was the first time she was watching it, and I had to pause it when she left the room because she's like, no, pause it. I want to watch this, and I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking entertaining. It's so good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. So this one, though, first off, this first one, way too fucking long. Like by the end of it, I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, so now I want to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about is the game shows. Okay. Now I have in here the one on the bottom right is Climbing for Dollars, and that was from the 1987 version, Climbing for Dollars. And I'm not gonna lie, that looked like a fun show. Like you got to climb that rope for those dollars and everything.
Otherwise, the Doberman at the bottom are gonna eat you alive.
All 5 of them are gonna eat the fuck out of you, asshole.
Yep.
So in this other one, okay, so in the 2025 one, we have the Speed the Wheel, and I'm all like, what a great name, what a dumb fucking name for a great show. And for some odd reason, you're in a hamster wheel, and if you answer the thing wrong, they turn it up. But I'm like, you guys turned it up way too fast, way too early. He only earned $100, and then you fucking killed him.
Right.
So I love how there's Shark Rich, which I'm like, I want to watch that fucking game show. Shark Rich, yes, please. Okay, and then there's First Needed, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm interested in watching it. And then I'm like, Bug Out, what's that all about? Like, well, I just see a lot of roaches. I'm just saying that right now. I can't read what's that say. Something for cash. I can't remember. I can't see what that says. But I was all like, I would have liked to have seen the rest of the that's another, like, these movies were both good, but I was like, I would personally like to see the Running Man's competition. You know,
I feel like the new one, they should have given us like a bar scene. Like Ben should have gone into a bar, and all of these game shows should have been up on the different TVs, like so we could have seen what they were like, you know. Because that would have been more interesting than this fucking movie. And I don't care if this movie is supposedly, I've never read the book, more like the book. Whoever wrote the book should think they're lucky stars that they took creative licensing with the 87 version.
I agree. Now that now there were bunch of these game shows, but one thing that I was obsessed with in this movie, and I want to talk about it for a hot minute, is the Americanos. I am not gonna lie. Every time this showed up, I was like, I could watch the whole fucking show. Like, I don't like the Kardashians, but I love the Americanos. I'll tell you that right now. I was all like, what's going, like, who are the Americanos?
Right?
Like, who are these people? Like, I don't know any of their names. I don't know what's going on in their lives. I'm all like, why are they married? Why
are they famous? We know the Kardashians are famous because Kim slept with our Ray J on tape and
exactly, which
we
I
don't know
watched
why
that.
why these guys are famous. Come
Yeah,
on.
why is okay? So I believe her name is Debbie Mazar. Is that her? Anyways,
Yeah, something like that.
she's playing this woman on the far right, and I'm all like, who is she? The mom? Is she the Kris Jenner? What's going on here? What's happening on this show? I just know that I'm fascinated with it, and I'm all like, I would like to know what's going on. I mean, I know it's probably the Kardashians, but
And why do they have these weird TV screens?
Oh, that's a great
they're
point,
like
too.
1980s televisions in the
Yeah.
future. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, and can we just say too that I don't like Ben Richards' backstory in this one. I like the 87 version of
I
he's a
agree.
cop that wouldn't follow orders to kill innocent people, so the government threw him in jail and set him up.
I agree.
And in this one, he's just a guy who can't keep a job and has anger management issues, who has a sick kid.
Yeah, who's got a sick kid, and he does the right thing too much, Vetta. He's always helping out his fellow worker, or he's he's complaining to the higher ups about radiation exposure and everything, getting
Because
himself in
even
trouble.
nowadays, at any time, the government loves to listen to us. I mean,
yeah. they love to hear us bitch and moan about OSHA violations. They just
right,
absolutely love it. That's their favorite thing in the whole world. So I love the Americanos and everything, but I agree with you on the Ben Richards thing. So hold on, I just need to get to the next one. Okay, so now I want to talk about a little bit about Bobby T. Okay. So Bobby T, I have to tell you right now, I did not think he was as charming, engaging, charismatic as Ben Killian was.
And
Or
why
Damon
is
Killian,
why is Damon Killian in the second one just the producer
and
not the host? Because
yeah.
the original Killian had a team of producers, but they weren't really producing. They were doing what he said. So even though he was the host, he was like double dipping. This new guy is just like, I need more violence. I need this, in an earpiece to Bobby T.
Yeah. I just thought every time the Bobby T, and I don't know who this actor is, I don't care either, but I just didn't think he was that great, and I wasn't engaged with him as much as I was with the Killian from the original movie. I just didn't think he was, as charming, but yet a dickhead at the same time. I was just like, it was just low energy for me personally. Yeah, that's just how I felt about him the whole time. I was just like, womp womp every time he showed up and everything. And then I did, what surprised me about this? I love how you could sign up to be on a game show. Like, I'm like, are you guys that hard up for money? I'm like, can't you just go what's his name? Paulman. God, what is the main guy in this movie? What's the actor's name? Glen Powell. Glen Powell. Yeah. Glen Powell's fucking hot. You see his butt in this movie, and I'll tell you right now, he could just go be a big hooker at
because his wife works at a strip club, but she's like a waitress or something.
Yeah, she's a
they
waitress.
say that later, like, if you want to go help his family get the money they need for his sick daughter, go visit her at the
Liberty. Go visit that whore at the Liberty Club and everything. But I was like, you sign up for this, and in this Running Man, you have to survive for 30 days. I was like, that's a lot of time. Like, people don't understand how long that is. That's like so freaking long, yo. I was just like, when they said,
why no one's ever won in the future.
Because it's like so hard. You have to survive the whole fucking country for 30 days. Like, what?
Yeah, because anybody can kill you. It doesn't have to be an assassin. And if it's a normal human being, if it's just a normal citizen, don't they get some kind of bonus or something?
Yeah, you get a lifetime supply of fucking Lucky Charms and shit.
Right. Or they don't get to kill him. They turn him in. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they get 3,000 for calling and reporting him for a successful report. And then if it leads to his death, you get 10,000. And I'm all like, oh, okay, great. But if you kill him, like those kids, they killed that one chick and they only got a lifetime supply of, frosted mini wheats. And I was like, what? cereal. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Golden Grams, but I don't want to kill somebody for a lifetime supply of them. What do you mean? What do you,
give me like money. I mean, I don't want to kill anyone, so I wouldn't do it at all. But I mean, depending on the situation, I might make that phone call for 10 grand.
I'd kill somebody for some dollar bills, yo. Okay, so now I want to talk about the hunters. Okay, so I have the hunters around the stalkers. So we'd kind of talked about this. The hunters were not as much fun as the stalkers. First off,
aren't the hunters just like retired elite army forces?
Yeah. You know, well, the thing is, like, the thing that I liked about the stalkers is they all had their own like gimmick, and they were all like a lot of fun, and it was like a game show inside the show. Like
they had a persona.
Yeah, and you got to pick the stalker. In this one, all 5 of them went after one dude or 3 dudes in this thing, and they all had help. Like, I get that the stalkers in the original movie had more of an advantage because they had like weapons and they knew the arena and everything. But in this one, it just didn't feel like the people had a chance to kill
because they had drones. And that's the other thing too, is that the runners, because there are 3 runners, and each runner has to check in. Like they have to send in a tape of them every, what is it, 10 days or something?
Once a day. Nope, it's once a day.
That's what it is. And so by where it's mailed from, they know the general area you're in.
Exactly.
So these guys have like a tip where, yes, in the arena, they get stuff like that too, but I just don't like it as much. And these weird ass drones are everywhere, and you see a couple of the previous season people, like how they bite it and stuff. And you're just like, yeah,
you're just, I'm in the same boat as you. Like the guy with the mask, it's like, oh, it's so mysterious. What does he look like? And then they show him off, and I'm like, big fucking whoop. He looks like a regular dude, like with like maybe some scars or whatever. And I'm like, oh, who cares? But like I said, it's just like they don't have like this one here on the far right is good looking, but like they just don't have the same persona and the same like
these guys
charisma.
are playing like an extreme version of hide and seek. It's just stupid.
You know what the difference is? Showmanship. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. In 87, they did a great job. They owned it. They gave them personas.
And the audience could pick the stalker that they wanted going for them. And it's like it was just really, really fun. But this one, not so much fun. And I feel like the game shows would be it'd be better in the future if your game shows of death were more fun.
Right. You need a character. You can't just have these like black ninja type guys. We need a real character, like a nice buzzsaw or a dynamo.
Exactly.
None of this weird ass ninja shit or whatever these guys are. But anyways,
a weird G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Okay. There you
go. So here are the rules of the run, right? All right. So rule number 1 is you get run for cash. You get to run every so often. You get money and everything. Yeah. You get money when you start off. I think they gave him 10 grand to start off, and you get 12 hours before the hotline goes online, and you get hunted down. And then the hunters get to come after you too, because once they get the tips in, they come after you. So you get 12 hours. I don't know about you, but I feel like I could get pretty fucking far in a day. Like you give me 6 hours, I could drive really fucking far. And I
know you give me 10 grand and 12 hours, I could be in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. I love how Glen Powell, Ben Richards, like his first instinct was to go to William H. Macy. I'm like, what are you doing here, dude? You're going into his little...
he gets William H. Macy killed for that.
Yeah, and he was trying to start a business with him. I'm like, oh, you fucked your friend over hardcore, man. But although, if I was William H. Macy, as soon as he showed up, I'd help him, and then I'd get the fuck out of there. I'd be like, I'm not sticking around here. I'm going to go hide in a hidey hole somewhere and get the fuck out of here. I'm not staying.
100%. Like,
all right, rule number 2. We had mentioned it before, but you had to put in a video. You had to record yourself for 10 minutes every day and send it in through a mailbox, which I'm all like, as soon as they sent that mailbox, you can track where they are. Like, oh, they sent it down.
You know the area they're in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I sent it from the corner of, division, and I'm in hell,
Yeah.
So like I'm
Well,
just like,
and eventually he does get to where he gets like it's almost like delayed postage. Like he gives it to somebody who
and
drops
then
it. So, but I'm still like, you still had to give it to those people. So they still know the general vicinity you're in.
Exactly. Okay, so then the third one is run far, get rich, and everything. So it's like it was basically like, for as long as you stay out there, you get money, and you get to, you just want to stay alive as long as possible. But the longer you stay alive, the more money you can make. And if you last the 30 days, you get $1 billion.
And they also put his family under protective custody.
Yes.
So that they cannot be held hostage or bargained for. But they do a shitty job of it.
Right. So now we're going to get into the real rules of the thing. Okay. Now I just want to say this guy up at the top right, the far right, his name is Jensky. I wrote it down because Jensky is a moron, but
dumbass.
He's the hopeless dude, the type 1, right? And they're the people that usually don't last. They last only like 24 hours, 40 to 24
because they just don't think they're important enough to be tracked. So they're going to your local deli and getting a sandwich instead of hiding.
And hiding and hitting on the gas station attendant, be like, you ever see The Running Man? Bitch, stop talking. Yeah. You fucking, Ezra Klein looking motherfucker. Like, shut the fuck up, yo. You look like the Facebook guy, but stop talking. So he gets taken out like a right fucking away, right? And then you get type 2, which is the negative dude. And that's the person that spends all their money on ass and not on food, and don't try to hide because they're all like, I'm never going to win this thing. So I'm just going to spend all my money on bitches and everything. And that's the chick on the far right, the demonic one. Because she's a lesbian. And I was like, oh, surprise and everything. And so she goes to a casino for her like last night and everything. And she ends up getting away from the hunters and everything, which I was like, good for you, honey.
Yeah, because she lasts a longer time than you expect, because she does get away a couple of times.
Yeah. And then she gets roasted and toasted by 2 redheads. I'm like, ugh, of course, redheads, they have no souls. And she gets roasted and toasted, in the middle of a fucking, backwater barn area. And I'm like, man, you fucked up. You always got to always be ready. Always be ready.
Yep. Head on a swivel.
And then you get type 3 final dude, which is Glen Powell's Ben Richards. And he's basically like, it's like once the negative dude dies, you have 2 weeks no, it's you have 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks after the negative dude dies?
No, it's usually 2 weeks total they last.
Yeah, okay. And then because it's the hopeless dude dies, and then 2 weeks later, negative dude dies, and then and then they go after final dude.
Right, and final dude doesn't last that long. He's only made it that far because he's not an idiot or an idiot.
Yeah, which and everything. So I was like, you know what? I was like, that's a bummer and everything. So, okay. But before we talk about like the final rungs of this movie, because I don't really care about the rest. I wanted to talk about the disguise that he puts on. Okay. So he puts on this disguise. And my immediate reaction was, you put on a wig and a fake mustache, and it sucks.
He looks like his own dad. Like if you look at the picture of him behind him, I'm like, oh, you're just your dad.
yeah. And his mustache falls off, but I'm like, why didn't you try to glue the mustache back on? That's what I would have done, like super glue or some shit, anything. And also, why didn't he try to get like somebody to do like prosthetics? And because that's what I would have tried to do. I would have been like, I'm gonna just wear some prosthetics and make myself look like a chick.
Mrs. Doubtfire this shit.
Mrs. Doubtfire that shit. Be like, hello and everything. He's just putting on some glasses and a priest in a hat and been like, how are you doing today, my good son? No more killing your parents today. None for you. Top of the morning to you and shit. And I'm all like, what's going on here? What are you doing, dude?
Yeah. And he gets on a train, right?
He does get on a train, and some kid notices his watch, and I'm like, he's like, you tell your parents I'm gonna melt your face off, and he's like, you want my snack box, bitch, and everything. And the kid, of course, the fat kid took it. Fatties are gross. Okay, so then the one other thing that I wanted to talk about this movie, because what was he meets up with hold on, he meets up at this house with one of his contacts or whatever, and this guy, I don't, what is this kid's name?
What's his name? Frank?
Well, Michael Cera is the guy. I'm just gonna call him Michael Cera.
Okay, I don't.
So this kid's pissed off at the corporate system. What are they called? The executives or whatever, because they killed his dad. Well, they hired the local policeman that killed his dad because he had a hot dog cart or something, whatever. And he has set up his house, this house right here.
Yep.
He has set up a fuck ton of booby traps. I'm all like, it's like people under the stairs kind of booby traps. You know what I'm saying? I was
some
like,
Home Alone shit.
Yes, it is, Vetta. He sets up a whole electrical field with his crazy. I'm telling you right now, the mom couldn't have loved her more. She's like, no. She thinks that Glen Powell's an actual demon. I was like, he's pretty much a demon, you guys, with a great ass. I'll tell you right, Glen Powell, your ass is totally
edible. That's why he's on the Running Man, because he's a demon.
Yeah, he's a demon with a juicy booty. I'll tell you that right now. It's very musculature. Okay, I'm just.
He
jealous.
does his squats.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, you can do his squats on me. Anyways, okay, so on my face. Anyways, so Michael Cera here has set up a whole fucking crazy house and everything.
Oh yeah, he's got a tunnel system and everything underneath it. Yeah,
under the hot dog cart. I was like, look at that. And I was like, that's fun. Because he's like, what's up with a hot dog cart? And he tells him the whole story. And I was like, hot dog cart. It sounds like you've got this whole thing. Hey, MacGyver mixed with McAllister, I was like, the M's, Michael Cera. Anyways, but he ends up getting killed and everything.
Which I was bummed about, but he was just a B character.
He was a B character. I mean, he was fun, but at the same time, you're just like, whatever.
Because after Ben Richards gets away from this house, he then kidnaps an influencer or something.
Yeah, she's a realtor. She's a realtor.
Oh, a realtor.
I remember that because as soon as they said that, I was like, what, a realtor? No, says what? I was like, what's happening? I was like, they don't live in houses anymore. Everybody lives in a high rise. What are you guys talking about? What's happening here? It's the future. Or you live in a high rise or a bunker inside a city. I was like, this is weird. So William H. Macy's store was literally under the ground. I was like, listen, mole man, what's happening here? Like you're just like people walk into your store that is under a sewer. Like what is that? What is that? But I didn't get it. Like it was.
I don't know. Fun. Apparently, there's a reason she looks fairly wealthy, because being a realtor is lucrative in the future because everybody lives in a hole in the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I was a little confused with that one because I was like, oh, they won't find William H. Macy. He's under the floor. He's in the floor and everything. But no, he is definitely. They found him. They found Pennywise. They found him real quick. So yeah, but then long story short, he ends up, what is it? He's the ignition to the rebellion or whatever. And you're like, yes. Oh, who cares? Like, get the fuck out of here and everything. I don't care about your stupid.
Ben Richards in the original was the same thing, but it wasn't just because of the shit he was saying on the TV show. It was because he actually helped the rebellion hack the network and
yeah. Which I just want to say
the truth.
Going back to the 80s one, I love how Weiss or whatever his name was, he's like, remember these numbers, 14, 83, 72,
triangle,
B, X,
square,
Y,
9,
and Z,
3,
ampersand. And she's all like, okay, I remember. I'm like, you remembered that? I could pause this movie and read those numbers, and I still can't remember that.
I could write them down and practice it every day, and then someone could be like, say it now. And I'd be like, just give it to me. I'll do it myself because I don't. Yeah,
because I don't fucking remember that. There's a B in there. What is that? What do we do? Calling from a walkie-talkie here? This is ridiculous. There's like 42 numbers in this code, and you want me to remember them inside this fucking death arena? Get the fuck out of here, dude! What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And she's like multitasking because she's like putting her hair up and doing everything else.
I was like a scrunchie. Where did she come up with a scrunchie? Like, what's happening here?
Why it's so great.
It's so good. It's so good.
Glen Powell's chickadee version of Amber's a realtor in a car, self-driven car that's all like, don't undead me, brr, brr, brr. And you're like, wait, what is happening?
Yeah, I love how she gives them the lecture. She's like, you and that horrible wife of yours leaving that baby. And I'm all like, what? Excuse you? Watch
You're like,
your tone.
you believe everything the government tells you?
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm like, when does that ever become true? When do Americans become so dumb that they believe everything the government? Because we all know there's always one side lying.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Vetta, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about either one of these movies before we wrap this up?
The new one should not have been called The Running Man. I actually think it might have been a good movie if it had a different name.
I agree.
Because my mind of The Running Man is the 87 version that I saw when I was like 10 or something, and it will always be superior. I don't care how much more like the book the new one is. Doesn't make it as entertaining. You don't get more entertaining than freaking Sub-Zero and Dynamo and Buzzsaw.
I couldn't disagree more. I mean, agree more. I couldn't agree more.
These hunters suck.
Yeah, the hunters suck. The stalkers were fantastic. They were just so good.
I hate Ben Richards' storyline. Like, I get that they're still trying to make him a man of the people who's trying to save people, just like the 87. But the 87 Ben Richards story was just better.
Yeah, it was peak. It was so good. It was so good. I'm not going to kill those people. They just want food. They want to eat. I'm sorry, I don't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression very good.
I don't either. I'm pretty sure if I tried, it would be
try. I want to hear what you sound like as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper.
Okay.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Get in the chopper.
Is Arnold from Minnesota? That's
and in my brain, I sound like a leprechaun.
Top of the morning.
I can't do it.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap things up there. But before we do, I'm just gonna ask one more quick question about this. Vetta, overall, what did you think about these two movies separately, and would you recommend? Go.
The 87 version is gold. The 2025 version is, I'm sorry, I would rather read the book than watch this movie. If it's supposedly more like the book than the 87 version, I would recommend reading the book over watching it. It's just not a good watch. I think if it would have been a different movie, my mindset would have been different, but I've seen the 87 version. So I went into this going, it's going to be The Running Man. I don't need a remake, but I'll watch it because it could be fun. And then I was just heartbroken because it wasn't my Running Man. So I would 100% recommend the 87. I would not recommend the 25.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat as you. It's also the Running Man from the 2025 is just so long. Like by the end of it, I was just like, can we wrap this fucker up? Like I've had enough of Glen Powell. Like show his butthole again and I'll be fine. But like there
was too much dialogue in the 25.
That is the
nice thing about the 87. There really isn't a ton of dialogue. It's action.
I agree. Yeah, they're just like, hey, we need to get to the chorus, don't bore us kind of thing.
And I have one question for you before we go.
What's that?
Who is your favorite stalker from the 87?
Oh, that's right. We forgot to ask that. My favorite stalker was Buzzsaw. I loved Buzzsaw. He was so ridiculous, but I loved him. I was just he's and everything every 5 seconds.
His face every time.
Yeah, I loved his eyes. They were so blue and everything. And he was just like I was just like, I wonder if like there's more, like he's at home reading like, fucking Dostoevsky and stuff. All like, I wonder what I'm going to do today on the show. I've got to prep for my and everything and my buzz sawing and everything.
His eyes are really brown and he's popping in blue contacts. Yeah.
What about you? Who's your favorite?
Mine is Sub-Zero. It always will be because that is
big and cuddly.
It's just such an inventive character. Like they did everything. They didn't just make him like a skating hockey player. They made him the goalie, and then they took a sumo wrestler and said, here's some goalie pads, slap this on, here's a stick with a serrated edge, do some damage.
Yeah, I that's a great point because I do wonder, like, did he know how to ski before this show? Like, were they just like, I meant skate, you know what I meant? I've been drinking. Leave me alone. Leave me
No,
alone,
like I said
fucker.
earlier, the vodka monster whole vibe you give off, like that just reiterates it. Like I love it.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up. You guys, thank you so much for listening to us, you guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at BS Drunk Pod to stay updated with all that good stuff. Now, if you listen to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify, if you guys could please leave us a 5-star review, we would really appreciate it, and leave some fun comments or whatever in there. Also, you guys, like I said before, we will be hosting the video version of this to our YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to us there and check us out and everything. That's at YouTube at BS Drunk Movie Reviews. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, all that great stuff. Anyways, also, we have started a Patreon, you guys. And over there, we have plenty of different levels to suit whatever needs you have interested in. But over there, we review movie franchises. We've done the Scream series. We've done Jurassic Park. We've done, Bring It On. That was our first one. Everything. We've done a whole bunch of them. Go over there, check it out. You'll enjoy it. I promise you'll have a good time. We just talk about a bunch of fun stuff and everything. The link for that will be in the description down below. But most importantly, you guys, please don't forget to drink, recap, review, and repeat. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.